All right, guys. So slaying a suburb snobs. It does happen. We're going to talk about it with suburbs around you. How does this happen where people put down a suburb and push up their suburb? Is it valid? With property? Stay tuned. Queen Slayer,
Good morning.
how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thanks very much.
Slay
Um,
morning, slay morning, slay morning.
it's a sleigh morning. I got up early today. I'm feeling pumped.
Yep,
Good when that
yep,
happens.
yep. Hey, wasn't it a cracker day yesterday?
It was so nice. Really felt
Oh,
like summer. And then
that was
today is
gorgeous.
overcast.
Mm, mm,
Just
mm.
how we are on the beaches right now.
Talking about the beaches, there's been some signs that have gone up around Narrabeen, and what they're going up, they're popping up everywhere, and they say something like this. What do they say, Cleo?
That we don't want to be like DY, and they've put that on the signs. I went down Ocean Street. Those who know, sometimes Pittwater Road's a bit congested. When you come from Mona, you hang a left at the hospital and then you go down the back beachway and it's somewhat quicker. And then, yeah, I noticed every telegraph pole had these signs. So I tried to get a photo while I was driving, which is not good. But yeah, everyone knows they're there. It says it's to do with the zoning and, unit blocks and what have you. But if you really look at it, Ocean Street has a lot of unit blocks. It always had unit blocks. You have your mega mansions on the beach, but there's always been units there anyway. So I can't imagine how much more developed it's going to turn out. So it is a snobby thing. I think it's a little snobby.
Well, I get people saying, like, on social media, like, who would live there? What a tiny unit. When I have something up, and I write back to people, please be nice. This is somebody's home. You know,
Totally.
DY is housing 20, 30,000 people, and they're being slayed by these signs in Narrabeen. Like, what is wrong with DY? And I get what they're saying. They don't want to be, heavily built up. They don't want big unit blocks. But I've got to say, it's had the same capital growth of every other, great suburb on the northern beaches or Narrabeen, for example. And if in most parts, I reckon some people would say it's actually a better place to live than Narrabeen, because it's just closer to everything. It's got more. Um, but
To
there's
be
lots
fair,
of sub.
if you're in Narrabeen and you're hungry, where are you going to go to eat? It ain't in Narrabeen. There's nothing to eat in Narrabeen. You're going to go to DY Beach. You're going to come to DY. You've got Sushi Train. You've got Gomez. You've got the restaurants. You've got everything. There's a hub.
Oh,
There,
heaps.
there's nothing in Narrabeen. I mean, there's one great restaurant, the Fat Pimento there, that does really well, which is great. And I'm sure there's a few other little ones, but it's not known to be somewhere where you would go for entertainment or food, So it is, comes down to the age-old snobby thing that we we're talking about. Anything north of DY, we have been quite snobby, coming from that side of the bridge myself. And yeah, I think what you were saying, the property market has leveled out that snobbery, I feel, because houses and units are worth so much more. And it doesn't matter if it's DY or Manly Vale or Newport, everywhere is, really good when it comes to property. So I think that's
But
leveled
hang on
it
a
out
sec.
a bit.
I don't get this. Like, when is it okay to put someone down to make, like, okay, let's talk about people, to put someone down to put yourself up. Do you know what I mean? Like it's wrong. And I know there's better suburbs for whatever the reason. They are better suburbs, and I know there's, Avalon, people in Avalon feel that Avalon is superior for whatever reasons, the beach and the things like that, and people in Manly, feel like it is a superior. But I'm cool with that, and it's voted by people with their money. That's why they're more expensive suburbs, because they're more preferred and people pay more. Okay, I get that. But do you really have to like shit on another suburb that's not that much in demand?
Yeah, I mean, it's a Northern Beaches thing though. Like everyone does compare the suburbs. It's a territory thing. I think the culture is the surf culture, where the better surfers came from North Narrabeen versus some of the surfers. Like you had Lane Beachley out of DY. Like it was always that a bit of tongue in cheek when it came to comparing suburbs, but with property, there is no comparing now. Everything is relevant. There's beachside everywhere. You want land. You've got, all these suburbs that are so diverse. So, I feel a bit of that. Putting people down has probably ceased a little bit. But yeah, it's not good. It's not nice. I mean, Manly is a superior suburb because of the harbour and everything else, but they're so diverse. There's so many tourists that come and go. They welcome everyone in Manly, so they're not as snobby.
Now, we are, is it something you mentioned off here was the train line?
Yeah.
We've had the opportunity and discussions about train lines our whole lives growing up and now, and people are like, "Nah, we don't want the train line." Like, what's that about?
Yeah, the train line was considered to bring riffraff. That's the word that we use on the pictures. You don't want the riffraff. So, it's always been opposed. I mean, how quick would it be to get into town on the train if you got on at Mona Vale? Amazing commute. It would change a lot of things. But we don't want it. They don't want it. They haven't. Us locals have never wanted the train line. I guess the natural progression for things. Can we sustain how we are one Pittwater Road forever and Mona Vale Road? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but it's definitely been a taboo question asked, especially, it hasn't changed over the years. You could ask anyone whether they're 50, 60, 30, 40, would you want a train line on the beaches? And I think most people would say no.
Now, what's the ultimate slay?
I think what
And is the ultimate slay people voting with their money where they want to live? Is that the better suburb for majority of people? That's why they pay more, for Manly, because like you said, the harbour and the proximity to the city and those sort of things are okay. I get that. Manly's good, but what's Avalon going on about then? Because they're not more expensive than.
No, I think it comes down to the exclusivity of Av. Like people, you have to go around the bends to get there. It's almost like, a hidden little gem where they get to be in their own little world. They were called the Av Cats for many years now. I'm sorry, I've got a visitor here.
Hey,
Say hi, Athena. You're not going to let mummy finish.
Athena, how are you? What's happening?
I'm good.
Hey, I've got a question for you. You look real happy this morning. Wow. What's your favourite suburb? Where do you like to live on the northern beaches? Is it Mona Vale, DY, Avalon, Manly? What's your favourite?
Manly.
Oh!
You heard it, people. 4-year-olds. She's named the Slay suburb already.
It came straight out. Now, can I ask why? Why Manly?
Because there's so many ice creams.
Because there's a lot of ice cream shops in Manly.
Well, you know what? It's sometimes those metrics are actually the best. Sometimes what does that say? It's a happy place. It's a happy place.
Who, you know what? Even as a kid, Athena's age, I remember walking down the Corso and we'd get Copenhagen ice cream and walk around, and it was the happiest place. Honest.
Yeah.
You nailed
Yeah.
it, girl.
Good
All
on
right,
ya.
coffee talk.
Good on ya. But
Quick, quick, quick.
I'm still not happy about the sleigh.
Yeah, no, look, I think it'll change as well. You know, the more, you know, why don't
Woke.
we talk about Terry Hills and Duffy's Forest? They've got massive estates in Terry Hills and Duffy's Forest that, you know, outshine a lot of the waterfronts, but we don't talk about them. You know, people don't think of that area as northern beaches. Do you know, like some of those estates are worth millions and millions and millions, as you would know. We've listed and sold many in the office. So yeah, like, do you prefer acreage even, you know? But yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting place where we live. We used to be.
I just think to put yourself down in order to put yourself up is shit. And I think for suburb snobs that are, you know, like, you know, I love DY, and I've heard my whole life people like, no, I wouldn't do DY, and then I have a good crack at them, and they end up buying in DY. I had some people. I had some people. I had two people on the one day say to me, "If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be living here, and we love it." So, you know, before you slay, I guess they were slaying with me and I converted them. But before you slay, have a good think about it. You know, it's someone's home.
Totally. Check your bank balance, check your wallet, check where it's making you money, because like you just said, DY is very profitable for a lot of people. And yeah, we love all our northern beaches suburbs, especially in real estate.
100%. All right, Slayer, thank you.
Bye.
Have a great day,
Bye.
everyone. See
You
ya.
too. Bye.
See ya. Bye.